wouldn't be possible at Mercedes, I think.
No,
It's
no.
typical non-German humor.
Yeah, I can't imagine that somewhere in Stuttgart somebody says, let's think of something nice. Hello and welcome to the next episode of Cars and Minds, and I have a half hour the opportunity to introduce myself to the Tesla Model X. And that's an excellent chance because when you see them on the highway, they're huge and they're very interesting, of course. So I'm sitting next to...
My name is Gerard. I'm the owner of this Tesla since about 2 years.
Yes, and why would you buy a Tesla? My YouTube channel is named Cars and Minds, and it's about the people and their cars. So
Okay.
Does the car fit to the person and so on?
Well, I've been interested in environmental as little as possible damaging ways of transport since I was in high school.
But why would you buy such a huge car? There are Renault Zoes and Nissan Leafs also on the market.
Yes, well, the problem with the Zoe and the Leaf is that the range is simply too small. I'm a self-employed engineer. I have to drive quite often 300 or more kilometers per day, and then the range of the Zoe is at that time was simply too small. And the other point is the high-speed charging capacity of the Zoe is not that big compared to the Tesla. If you charge it to 100%, then the battery in this car can contain about 72 kilowatt hours. At least it was when I bought it new.
Yes.
Over time, it will become a little bit less.
Yes.
The average consumption of this car is just in about 220, 227 for the past year watt hours per kilometer. So this means I can drive a little more than 4 kilometers on 1 kilowatt hour.
Right.
Compare this to, for instance, a diesel car. This is the same energy a diesel car uses. Then the diesel car would have to do more than 40 kilometers on 1 liter diesel.
What are the highlights of the car, maybe, so to say?
Okay, well,
we see.
Of course, a Model X. The thing that most people notice are the doors. It has the rear doors are the so-called Falcon wings.
The Falcon wings. And why are they called the Falcon wings?
Because they have a double hinged. They are double hinged.
All right.
These also have a hinge over here, so they move in 2 separate ways.
All right. So that this doesn't take too much room in small parking spaces.
That's right. This door can open.
All right.
There is only 30 centimeters of space.
Now we see 17.5D. So D doesn't stand for diesel?
No, the D stands for double. It simply has 2 engines.
Double engine.
So it's 4-wheel drive. Yeah. You can buy a 5-seater, a 6-seater, and a 7-seater.
Wow.
Because I sometimes have to carry friends of my daughters. Then
the whole hockey team.
If I buy a car this big, then I want to have the 7-seat version.
And there's enough room to sit.
Yes. Well, with our
so.
length, it's not comfortable to sit in the back.
No.
But if you're under 175, perhaps 180, then you can sit also on the rear seats.
All right. So the battery pack is in between the axles.
In between the axles. Then there's the engine.
Yes.
In space. So this needs a lot of space underneath here as well.
Yes. Wow.
A lot of room over here. I generally use it for things like an extra cable. When we're on holiday, then there's enough room for one bag or something like that. Or when coming back from Italy, then there's a box of wine.
Wine, yes. And what is this for? Something that you can pull here?
Yeah, it's something for if there's a problem and you have to cut off the 12-volt battery. Because the funny thing is, it has 350 volts battery for driving, but it's also have a standard 12-volt battery for all the extra things like the lights and.
All right, very interesting.
And well, the only fluid
Yeah, no, really.
is
Yes, of
is the
course.
light washes.
Of course, no oil and everything. So is it cheap to run?
On average, is 5 cents per kilometer on energy costs. Compare this to a larger diesel or a petrol car, and it quite easily is something like 8 or 10 cents per kilometer.
May I already guess? Wow. But how do I open the car? Simply press the button. Oh wow.
Press the brake.
No. It closes automatically. Very luxurious aluminium styled.
Well, it's generally it's actually very simple. But
Oh, yes, it is.
it's like that. Yeah.
They're the most beautiful ones I've ever seen.
And you simply
great.
press this one, that one.
Oh yeah, and then
And it slowly
automatically shuts. All right. Another space over
There's
there.
a little space over there. It's only for small things. Then there is the one over here for the dashboard.
Dashboard, the glove box.
Yeah. And,
Oh yes, and I was curious. What are these?
okay, these are okay. Best you open them. Yes. Okay, you can simply take them this way. Then there's a little magnet, and it locks in there. And then
Yes. Oh yes. Oh, but this is very small. So it's no problem. This is a glass.
No. If the sun is a little bit higher, then you do it
Yes.
like this. If the sun is lower, when you generally have the most problems, you do it like this, and it works perfectly.
Really?
Only in summer. If it's really hot, we had.
That's why we're going to Sweden.
Okay, last year it was 35 degrees for part of the summer.
Yes.
Then we have a special shade which is in the front right now,
really?
which I can attach here. But the problem is with it makes the car really dark. So I'd rather not use that one when it's not really necessary. We only use it when it's very hot outside.
Yes. All right. Wow. It's so in front of you. It seems, but very nice, very nice. But yes, let's drive. I
Okay,
think.
yeah, try it. Okay,
It's already 5 minutes to 4, so.
Okay. Well, you have a Mercedes. You told me. Then you should be accustomed to the buttons because it's all Mercedes style. Also the gear lever.
But this is a more modern Mercedes that I have.
Oh, okay.
I have a one from 2009, and the gear lever is not over here, but still in the middle.
At that time, when the Model S was developed, Mercedes-Benz, or actually Daimler-Benz, was a large shareholder in Tesla.
Great. How do I start up the car?
No, don't. You simply put it in reverse, because when we drive, then we have a problem. You simply put it in reverse.
Right.
No, the spark is parking.
Oh,
okay, this is D.
Oh yes, I see it.
This is R.
Wow. And now we immediately see this nice
Okay, well, I'm not sure. Okay.
camera from the back.
Yeah.
But how do I know that the engine? How do we know that the electric motors are?
You don't. You simply press the accelerator and then you drive away.
Really? It's so strange. Really? Oh, this is really the first time.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, you're not. When you're used to a normal car, then you have a start button or something like that.
Yes.
Tesla said, "Why have a start button?
Yes.
It's stupid. There's no reason for it." So have you look at and it's simply D.
T.
Yeah.
Is 3. Yeah, no. Where do you? Oh yeah. I see it over here.
Yeah.
That's the indicator. All right. Oh yes. So there's no. It's so strange that normally you want to hear some engine or so.
No, you simply put it in D and you drive away.
Wow. Oh. A bit more there. Oh. And this is the famous effect that I've heard of.
Yes,
You lift the accelerator, and suddenly the car goes slower.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a nice noise. It's very. The indicators are also very robust.
Yeah, well, it's Mercedes style, so it should be. Yeah.
But what I always hear and read about Teslas is that they're the American quality car.
They're not. I was used to a Toyota. They're not as robust as Toyotas are.
Exactly.
But simply when driving like this, there's no problem at all.
No. But this is also very cool. When I drive on the highway, you see the other cars overtake me
that's
in
right.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Oh, we're driving already to.
That's the other problem. If you want to make driving really expensive, you don't pay any attention to the speed you drive.
but it drives so easily.
Yeah, it is.
What are people saying about this car to you? What for reactions do you get?
Well, funny you ask this. The most reactions I get are very positive, especially by ladies.
By ladies?
Yes, I've never had before that I was driving somewhere in the city and that young ladies were walking past and giving me the thumbs up with the car. Sometimes the assholes which don't know how to behave on the road are getting even worse when seeing a Tesla.
Really?
Yeah.
It really brakes.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
But I do nothing. No. I don't pull on the brake.
No, that's right. This is the best thing to do because you regain a lot of energy. Now you should brake for the last part because this one doesn't stop. It doesn't stop to go to zero all along. So you have to use the brake for about 5 kilometers per hour. Then you use the brake to get to zero.
Was it difficult to get used to this way of driving, or how long did you get used to it?
Absolutely not.
No?
No. It was when I took a test drive for the first time. It was in a Model S. I immediately felt at home. Everything was because also the whole layout of the instrument panel. It's so easy. It's well thought out.
Yes.
You can see Tesla has a lot of. They know a lot about how to interact with people. So
that's interesting. That's really interesting. Because why do you say that? They know how to interact with people. So they do know what is cool. Like an apple.
No. Yes, that's one part. But the other part is also they very much think about what do you need when you're on the road. What information do you need? Well, for instance, like when you got in the car and you asked me where's the start button.
Yes.
Who needs a start button in an electric car?
Yes.
It's only old-style car companies. Yes. Well, we have a start button in our car, so we have to use one. Like Nissan or Renault have a start button in their car.
Yes.
But there's no reason why you should. Because the electric engine only needs to get a current flowing, and it drives.
Yes.
And the same is with all the other things. There's a lot of complaining about why do we have to do everything on iPad-style screens.
Yes. Could maybe I don't want to interrupt, but this is so beautiful. I've never seen in a car that is so beautiful. You can see the sun through the glass, but it's not too too shiny.
No, it's because this is tinted.
Yes, maybe very calmly. Maybe we would very fluently zoom into that or so. Yes, because it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
you have such a roomy feeling.
Yeah, this is
extremely. That's comfort as well.
Yeah, it is, and a Model X from the inside. I think it's probably the most beautiful car I know. From the outside, I find the Model S better looking.
Well, I'm tempted to go for such a car now, but this friend of mine who owns a Model S, he even has the sport version.
Okay, I wouldn't recommend that. This is the basic version. Until very recently, it was the slowest version slowest Tesla you could buy, and it already goes to from 0 to 100 in just over 5 seconds, which is ridiculously fast. What is very nice is, especially when you're in Germany, you have to go on the German autobahn. They have very short turn-ons and turn-offs. So to get on speed, well, it's just a few seconds, and you drive 130 kilometers per hour.
If we tried it for a little bit.
Well, you could try it, but I'm not sure whether this is the right road and.
No, I will. No,
if you
go to 80 or so.
80, yes, try it. It's okay.
So we're going to 87 now, 85, 84, 83. All right. 80? No. Oh, yeah. 100. And now it's already 140.
Yes. Okay.
But you don't feel it, huh?
No. And the speed camera that was over there notices, so I will send the fine to you.
Oh, yeah. No! But extreme, yeah.
And this is the slow version. You can you can buy a P100D with ludicrous mode, and it does something like 3 seconds to 100. It's insane.
Yes, sorry.
I'm not even allowed when the children and my wife are with me. I'm not even allowed to drive that in that way because
sick.
It's not comfortable for your passengers to do so.
On one of my episodes of Cars and Minds, I made a film in a museum, in a car museum.
Yeah.
And one of the oldest cars was an electric one.
Okay.
And it was one of the cars that was very efficient because at that time the electric car didn't drive more than 20 kilometers or so. So it could drive for hours.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with all these high speeds, it's not that efficient for the car. Where I like to drive also very efficient.
Yeah.
So I drive sometimes also with the Porsche. I did it even 90 on the highway or so.
With the Porsche.
Yes, because it was even. You have this the same feeling. Because it feels like sitting in a small tent,
Yeah.
and you have still the Porsche feeling. It's also very nice.
Yeah.
But you do that also with this one, trying to drive as far as possible.
Yes, I try to do, but I generally drive the speed limit,
Yes.
and in Germany generally 130, which is quite, which is it's a good speed to get far enough.
Yes, from A to B. So,
Yeah. And do you because when you drive faster than that, you have to charge more often.
That would be my question. This friend of mine, Model S, friend, said, well, for me it isn't a problem to charge, to go to a Tesla supercharge place. Because he drinks always coffee there, and he works.
I sometimes do it when I'm on the way and I'm between two meetings. I have some time to kill. Then I do that. But for instance, if we're on holiday, generally it takes longer to have my wife and kids through a cup of tea and the toilets than the car needs to charge. So when we're going to Italy, it generally 20-25 minutes. Then the car is full enough for the next leg, and I don't find it a problem.
And now?
Simply press this button.
There's a button you have to press.
Yes, this button. It's a button, yeah. We have to go to Germany tomorrow to get to Scandinavia. Then the second stop in Germany is in Bustorf, which is.
How do you know that so quickly?
Oh well, I already had it in the system because I looked at it a few days back.
All right.
This is a supercharger in Germany, which has 14 charging places.
Wow,
and
that's written on it.
At present, 5 of them are in use.
No. Ha!
So and then simply navigate, and then from where we are, you can see all the superchargers you see around here. So up north.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And where are you going in Sweden?
We will be.
That's cool.
We will be going. Our first stop will be somewhere around Malmö, probably Lund. I'm not sure, but it will be depending on how busy it is on the way or where we get. But and then we will drive up north.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and it calculates. Well, it's from here. It's not possible to reach the supercharger the first supercharger in Germany, which is near Bremen.
Yes.
So it says, okay, you have to charge first in Apeldoorn.
Oh, it says it for you.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
great.
Apeldoorn, and to get the next leg, then to go to Stur, and then
Wow,
to Bustorf.
excellent. Wow, excellent.
But because when I'm at home, I will charge it up to 100%. Then I will I don't need a supercharger from home to Bremen. I can reach that in one go.
Yes, excellent. And now maybe one thing, but of course it's time already. Your daughter said there's a funny game on it.
There are a lot of funny games on it.
Yes, really.
Tesla has all kinds of things in it, these are here. Well, for small boys, there's this one.
Oh no! Oh,
Something like that.
Incredible! What is scheet in English?
Fart.
Oh, fart. Yes, it is.
It's farting mode.
So,
Okay.
so what do you do here? You could.
Elon Musk had thought of it as this is the emission test mode, but it's not the kind of emission that we would have from a petrol or a diesel car.
Yes. That's great.
But there are also all kinds of games on it.
Yes.
Well, when you're with your wife or your girlfriend and you're in the car, then you can get
To the fireplace.
the fireplace.
Oh no.
You hear the sound?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't.
Oh wow. No. Incredible. Wow. Wow. Well, excellent.
And as you probably noticed, it doesn't drive that different from any other car. It's
And I feel
warm.
even the seat getting warmer. Oh no.
The seat is getting warm, but we
Yes.
don't need that because it's over 20.
Oh no. Also
It's
romantic
nice
music.
Okay.
Oh, the seat is really getting warm.
Yeah. This is.
Oh, so much fun.
Yeah. What's also,
That's thought over. But also a lot of fun with these IT people.
Yeah, it's something you do on a Friday afternoon, I think.
Yes.
Kind of funny things.
But that wouldn't be possible at Mercedes, I think. It's
No.
typical non-German humor.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
No.
So somewhere in Stuttgart, somebody says,
Yeah,
"Let's think of something nice for people."
Actually. After owning this car for 2 years, what are your feelings about the car? Downside, upside?
Okay, well, the downside, it is way too big.
And the upside?
The upside, it drives very nice, especially for longer distances.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. It was a nice experience. See you for a new episode in Cars Minds next time, but for this time, thanks a lot.